So recently, we have gotten part 1, and I think we were expecting what we were getting. Part 1 being the units that we wanted to get. I'm pretty sure that they went with what the community wants and what I'm thinking they might do for part 2 and part 3. So this is my guesses for part 2, part 3. We got, if you saw the Japan version, there was a little sneak at the end where it showed a guy turning his back towards the camera. So what I'm thinking they might do for 2024 is part 2 could possibly be, I don't know if it's going to be an ultra, this could be part 3, and then what I have later is for part 2. What I'm assuming is that part 2 will be a UI LF Goku or Ultra Goku transforming into a Master Ultra Instant. That's what I'm assuming happens, or it will be like a standby mode or some type of revive. So I'm assuming that he will transform into MUI, or they just do a straight up UI, new MUI Goku. Now, what I also think they might do is that we might get a new Jiren. The Jiren we have gotten since last year was a yellow Jiren. He's fallen off really hard. He's not good anymore. There also are possibilities for maybe a tag between maybe Adder 17 and Golden Frieza, since we haven't gotten that yet in the game, or a tag between any units that we haven't received it. We haven't gotten really any Master Roshi, not a lot of Krillin. We got one Krillin unit, one TN unit. Like, we haven't gotten certain units from Universe Battle Saga that they might make the 1% Sparky. If it is of course an LF banner, I don't know, they might make this the Ultra banner of the Legends Fest, but I'm going with what I think. I'm pretty sure we are going to get a new Jiren, because the text of the English and Japanese trailer, it had blue white lighter, which I instantly connected to MUI or UI Goku. Then the purple white edge, I thought it could be a reference to Jiren, because if you watch the anime, his aura was like red, pinkish with some white. It's basically UI Goku's one, but instead of blue it's red. So I would be like, oh, it could be a Jiren we might be seeing also in this banner. I know he's not a unit that a lot of people want, but we might get a new version of him. I don't know if they could do much with him still, since they've already done a transforming one. You just have a straight up base full power Jiren. We also have a just base Jirens in the game already, but they're all pretty old. None of them are really good at the moment. And even if they don't decide to go Jiren, I think they might do some other units, maybe from the Universe Survival Saga, like maybe the other universes, or maybe just units from Universe 7. It could just be a Universe 7 celebration. Anyway, so this is what I think they'll probably go with for part 2, just some Universal Survival Saga. Then, third and last is that a lot of people are thinking this. Maybe they're going to think there might be an Ultra tag between Gohan Beast and Orange Piccolo. I say this is definitely a really high chance, because people connecting that. In the trailer, we saw that there is a clash between Gohan Beast and MUI. So we might get a Gohan Beast Legends Limited, or maybe an Ultra between these two. He needs some better representation, because we've gotten one version of him that is a resurrection version of him, where he dies his own power awakened and then he becomes Orange Piccolo. So we're definitely going to see him in the universe. Then we will probably see him in the Legends Fest. They've got to make more. Like, this is just what everyone wants. So if they don't make this an Ultra, they make it LF instead, which would be very odd, but hey, they could make this the Ultra and then this the LF. I think we might receive him also, because we have gotten nothing of this guy. We have received nothing of him. This might be a weird pick, but if we're going with special units, like a tag between this should be a game original one, because we haven't seen this before. This is also going with game originals, and it'll be a good Ultra to have. This could be the one that's sparking that banner as well. Just like the Jiren, who I think would be the one that's sparking of whatever this could be. Or it could be a different unit, but I think this will probably be the most likely thing. We also could see maybe a 1% Dr. Hero. I don't know if he would have some type of revive. I don't know if he would be like a support type. I don't know, but I personally think we might see Dr. Hero in this. If not, there's not a lot of other units they could go with. They could do Another thing that they could do, sorry, I knocked the mic down. Another thing they could possibly do with this is maybe Gohan beats the MUI because of the clash at the end of the trailer, which is like, it could happen, but for me, I don't really think they would do that. I think they would make it into two different celebrations, because both tags need I'm not really this tag, because they still have some good units in there. Universe Rep needs help, and I don't know if they would make these two a duo. They might do it because, again, they were shown in the same clip, so people are saying that they might be a tag. But I think maybe for part 3, they're definitely going to do these two to tag, or they're going to do a double LF banner and make this guy the Ultra with the 1% sparking. Anyway, I'm pretty sure they might I'm almost certain we're going to get Dr. Hero in this fest. It makes sense because we got a Magenta. I don't know why we got Magenta. We also don't have a Cell Max either, which is basically just, we have one thing of it, but we don't have a way of doing it. But if they're able to make him with the duo with him, or just make him a unit, they could easily make a Cell Max. So it could be Dr. Hero, or maybe a Cell Max in part 3. Those are my thoughts for the Legendary Fest. I think that they'll definitely be a universal rep in this thing. They've made too many references to UI Goku that there has to be a UI Goku in this banner. Jiren potentially as well. I think they might do also Jiren as well. These are my two picks for part 2. Part 3, possibly a duo, possibly separate LFs. I do not know. I think this is what they might go with for the Ultra. A duo Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, and maybe a 1% Dr. Hero, or maybe a 1% Cell Piccolo. This is what I think they'll do for part 3. So let's wrap this up. Part 2, definitely UI Goku. Almost certain. If they do not do this for part 1, it's almost certain going to be UI Goku. If not, it's definitely going to be Jiren for the 1% Sparky. If it isn't a Jiren for the 1%, then I don't know what else they could go with. Maybe a new Vegeta unit. We do need a new Vegeta, because we got one Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. We got one in the whole game. Like, we definitely need another one of those guys. He also could be another 1% Sparky alongside the Jiren, or maybe his own LF. Then they could have, like, I don't know, a Kappa 1% Sparking along with them. Anyway, so that's what I think they're going to be. And for part 3, definitely a duo between these two, and probably a Cell Max if we do get one, of course. If they can make Orange Piccolo, they can probably make Cell Max into the game. They have said before that they haven't made him a unit because he's too big, but if they're able to use Orange Piccolo, which he is, technically they are the same size, because in the movie he does fight him one-on-one. So I'm assuming they might do a Cell Max also for the celebration.